Setting DNS servers using OpenVPN client config file. How can I set DNS servers on the client using only the client configuration? My client is a Windows machine and I want to change the DNS servers when the client connects and revert back to the original configuration when I disconnect from the VPN. All information I have found so far refers to pushing the DNS configuration to the client using the server's config, but in this case I can't change the server configuration and am currently doing it manually every time I connect to the VPN. An OpenVPN config option to set the local machine's DNS servers for the duration of the connection would be great.
You can use batch script to do this, something like the following. It assumes your home DNS servers are 1.1.1.1 and 2.2.2.2 and your VPN DNS servers are 8.8.8.89.9.9.9. VPN connect.bat. Next interface IP set DNS local area connection static 8.8.8.8. Next interface IP add DNS local area connection 9.9.9.9. VPN disconnect.bat. Next interface IP set DNS local area connection static 1.1.1.1. Next interface IP DNS local area connection 2.2.2.2. I was going to include in these scripts methods of connecting and disconnecting, however I do not see an option in OpenVPN to disconnect via command line. If you wish to automate connection, this should work. See column ma.ov.
You can add the following to the client config file. On the server side it would have been. It seems it's using DHCP option on both sides. You can do the same with root.
In addition to either of the two below. Or add these to the client config as well, to force Windows to use the configured DNS. The first forces Windows to prefer the configured DNS server over any other it may have received from DHCP. The second prevents DNS leakage to any DNS server other than the configured one.
Apparently there is problem with a faulty binding order in Windows, at least including Windows 2000/XP/7. This will cause Windows OpenVPN clients to use the default network adapter's DNS settings rather than the VPN adapter settings. To fix this, you need to place your VPN tunnel tap device above your local network adapter in the bind order. Identify your VPN device by looking at the output from ipconfig. For me this was local area connection 2. Remember your IP address for this adapter. Open regedit.exe and find the key _local_machine \system\current control set /services/kib/parameters/interfaces which matches your VPN adapter's IP address. Remember the GID for this adapter. Go to key _local_machine /system/current control set /services/kib/linkage and double click on bind. This will contain a list of guides for the adapters. Cut and paste the line corresponding to your VPN device's GID to the top of the list and save the list. This will cause the DNS entries for your VPN device to be used, and only while the VPN connection is active. You can set them according to the answer by Brunoke. While you're at it, you should probably also add the OpenVPN option block outside DNS, to ensure that DNS queries are not leaking. This answer is based upon this very useful blog post.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.